shake it, baby.
Oh, family, how is everybody doing? I am collaborating with you from the bus. Riding down here with a driver that we are going to hopefully hire. And I thought I would take a trip with him to see how he drives and all those great things. So I'm down here in Springfield, Illinois, at the state capitol. Thought it would be a great opportunity to chit chat with everybody and talk about the low board. Let's do the low board. I got my headset on. Yep, fits good. Fits good. Y'all done got me hooked on this headphone. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Alrighty, y'all. Look, before I get going, if this channel is helpful to what you're doing as a trucker, or maybe even what you're doing as a businessman or woman, or what you're doing as a aspiring or seasoned pitmaster, like and subscribe to this channel, especially like. It really helps the algorithms, and it helps the channel get more reach and reach more people. So that's huge to me. I love to get out and reach folks, man. So also, if you haven't already, man, this Blue Tiger Solari solar panel. It's a solar panel right up here, man. It's pretty neat. I don't have to ever charge this thing. When I first got it, I charged it up, and it was at 50%. I charged it up to 100%, and it's still 100%. It's unbelievable, man. There's an app that comes with it that you can download, and it shows whether it's charging or if it's full, that type of deal. So it's pretty neat, man. I haven't had to charge this thing since I've had it. It's pretty incredible solar panel, man, and it sounds good. Not bad sounding. So if you haven't picked up one, I have that in the description of this video. You can go on there, order you one, and then use Highway Pitmaster as the promo code to get you a discount on the purchase of you a Blue Tiger Solari or any other Blue Tiger product that they sell on that site. Alrighty? All right, let's get to the low board, man. Let's talk about it. Freight is moving. We're approaching, coming up on we're in the spring. Summer will be here before you know it. Before you know it. Can't talk, man. I gotta drink more coffee. Produce season down in Florida. That's gonna happen here soon. Watermelon's coming out of there. I've hauled 1 or 2 loads out of there with watermelon over the last few years. Heavy loads, but they pay good. It's a good way to get out of Florida if you find yourself in Florida. But I'm going to do a flatbed search, and then I'll also do a dry van search. There's a couple requests that's in there. I'm going to try to honor those, but I know somebody asked for a request for flatbed in Florida. So we're going to check that out. Also, somebody asked about freight coming out of West Virginia. We'll look at that, and then we'll look at some other spots. We won't be too long with this video, but I just definitely wanted to do a low board search video because I think those are huge and important. It allows us to see what's out here in the world of trucking. Let's do it, family. Here we go. So we're going to fire up the low board here. I'm going to start with this one quick request here. I know a gentleman asked about loads coming out of or near Charleston, West Virginia. So let's do that really fast here. We're going to select, let's do that, Charleston, West Virginia. Hope I know how to spell. Charleston, West Virginia. All right, we're going to do, we're going to stretch it out 200 miles, he asked. We'll do that real fast. We're not going to select a drop-off location. We're just going to, let's just pick a date. Let's do that. Let's do a date. Let's do 6, 7, I think the 8th is Monday. Let's do 8th next week. Trailer, flatbed, Okay, that breaks it down to 502 loads. No, excuse me, 28 loads. 200-mile deadhead. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, coming out of the near there, we got Marion, Virginia. Picks up on the 8th, delivers on the 12th of May, going to Reno, Nevada, $7,200 gross at 297 per mile. 20,000-pound load, 2,400 miles. Medina, Ohio, Beaumont, California, $6,000 revenue, 265 per mile, 40,000-pound load, 2,200 mile run. Let's look at this first one, Marion, Virginia. Just taking a look at it. What they got here. Type, I'm not sure what those abbreviations stand for, but it's a 106-mile deadhead coming out of Charleston. Picks up at 6:30 a.m. with the window stretching to 4 p.m. Delivers between 5/11, May 11th through the 12th, 6 a.m. to the closing time on the 12th. Yeah, straightforward, 26,000 pound. Not a heavy load. That's pretty good. 7,200 machinery products is what it looks like. And once you get to Nevada, you got 2 loads sitting there waiting for you. Not a lot on options out of Sparks, Nevada, but it's all right. Just wanted to dab into that. See, we got Greensboro, North Carolina, going to Salt Lake City, Utah. And again, I didn't put a destination, so it's stretching them out in terms of distance. 5,600, 276 gross. I mean, rate per mile. You know, the theme here. All right, family, I apologize for that. I got a phone call in the middle of my video here. It's the only thing when you're doing a mirror or whatever you call this video, when someone calls, it will shut down your video. So, yeah, let's pick up where we left off from. So, let's look at this Clarksville, Ohio to Weimar, Texas. Picks up on the 8th, delivers on the 10th, 2,700, 47,000 pounds at $2.36 per mile. See how many deadhead miles that is. You're looking at 145-mile deadhead. It's not bad. You know, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's not bad, but you know, you gotta bounce out of West Virginia to get you some freight, which is more likely, I would imagine that. Just zoom in and see where that's at. Just northeast of Cincinnati. So that's what you'll be looking at, hopping out of West Virginia, out of Charleston over to Ohio, just northeast of Cincinnati. So 2,700 mile, and I'm pretty sure once you get to Texas over, you should be able to find some decent freight. I'm pretty sure you're just looking for something to get out of the area. That's what you got to do. You know, go home time, be prepared to deadhead out of the house so you can get you some freight and start making some money. You got the right idea there, sir. Right idea. Morgantown, North Carolina, going to Fort Myers, Florida. We know about Florida, but it is what it is. 296 per mile, 2,100 line haul, gross there, 21,000 pound load. Let's look and see what the deadhead miles on that is. Looking at 180 deadhead going there to get that load, 733 loaded. So at least you'll be heading in that direction when you pick that load up. Nice little window. Got a 12-hour window to pick it up. So it's not bad. You're decent. You know where you got to go. Ohio, North Carolina, Virginia. Go get your freight. You know, look at it. Here's a Roanoke, Virginia. You got Madison, North Carolina, Cincinnati, Ohio, of course. That's what you're looking at. Places you're going to. Kentucky, of course. Forgot about Kentucky. Those surrounding states around there. Ashland, Kentucky. I was going to Oak Creek, Wisconsin. That's not bad. 324 a mile. You get up in that area, you definitely be able to find you some freight coming out of the Milwaukee area. Oak Creek is just south of Milwaukee there, I believe. So you're not bad. You're not bad. Let's look at Flatbed out of Florida. I think that's what it was. Flatbed out of Florida. Take a gander at that. So we're just going to do
we're going to do this. I'm going to do the region, South. I'm going to just mark Florida. So we can isolate Florida and see what we got going on out of there. Keep Flatbed, pick it up on the 8th. Got 29 loads coming out of Florida. Let's see here. And evidently I got Alabama in there too. Alabama snuck in there on me. Yeah, there we go. Move Alabama. So that puts it down to 15 loads coming out of Florida. Flatbed. And we're gonna put 1 day range. That means, can I pick it up Monday or Tuesday? So that gives you 2 more loads to look at. And I didn't put a rate on it because I want to see everything we got going on. So we got Fort Myers, Florida. This is Flatbed going up. Wow. British Columbia, 8,000 on that. Braden, Florida going to Utah, 5,300, 229 a mile, 211 a mile. Fort Lauderdale going to New York, Ithaca, New York, 226 a mile. Gretna, Florida going to Burlington, Kansas, $3 a mile. That's not bad coming out of Florida, $3 a mile on flatbed, I guess. Panama City, Florida going to Nebraska, Beaches, Nebraska, 2,900 gross, 256 per mile. Yeah. St. Augustine, Florida, going to Bradenton, Florida, $900. So that's in-state, 419 a mile, 16,000-pound load. What are we looking at here? So just north of just the Jacksonville area, coming out of the Tampa area. Yep, yep, yep. So yeah, that's in-state there. Get you up north. Then you can start finding you some freight coming out of Savannah area, Macon, Georgia, somewhere like that. South Carolina, once you get empty. Tampa, Florida, going to Duro, Florida. It's getting a little worse. 285, 284 a mile. Again, this is going south. It's going down in the Miami area, so you're going further south into Florida. The idea is in Florida is to get as far north as you possibly can. Get as close to Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina. Start making you a little bit more money. Not a whole lot, but a little bit more money. So that's what you're looking at with flatbed out of Florida. That's what we're looking at. Okay, Tampa, Florida, um, Okeechobee, Florida, all in state here. Again, we had 17 loads to look at flatbed coming out of Florida on that date. 45,000 pounds, 134-mile load. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at Let's do this. I'm going to do dry van coming out of the Chicagoland area, coming out of the Midwest. Um, and we're going to look at South first. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that here. So we're going to go, I'm going to do out of Chicago. We're going to increase it to 150-mile radius coming out of Florida, coming out of Chicago, airline area. We're going to change this to dry van. Okay. Dry van. And I'm going to put at 250 per mile. Excuse me, not $25 a mile. I wish 250 per mile. With that search criteria, we're looking at 116 loads on that day. 250 mile with a 150-mile radius. Oh yeah, that don't make no sense. But let's see this. Let's see this going south. See that going south. 23. Wow. Did I get everything right? Let's see here. It's on picking up on the 8th. Is the 8th is Monday, right? Let me see. The 6th is Saturday. Yeah, 8th is Monday. So we got Beloit, Wisconsin going to Jacksonville. Okay, but that's not bad, but it's got 4 stops, 2,100-mile load, 30,000 pounds. That $5,496 line haul with 258 per mile. It's got 4 stops. So where are we going? Let's take a look at that. I decided to put my phone on airplane mode so we get this video. We got to get this done, y'all. We need to know what's going on in the world of trucking. The load board. We need to see what's happening here. We can't keep getting interrupted. All right, so we got 4 loads, 4 stops. We're going to bounce around the Pennsylvania area, Philadelphia area, then heading south. So you're looking at picking up on the 9th, not getting empty to the 15th. There's a week's worth of work. I don't know. I think you can make a little bit more money during that period of time as opposed to putting all your eggs into that basket. Um, Here's another one. I got to get logged in again. What happened? Do another search here. Have a little issue here, family. A little issue. Let's do this. Get back in there real fast. Do that again. Chicago. You know why? Because I'm on airplane mode, family. That is why. Just figured it out. Lordy, 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 lordy. I told y'all I had the sharpest tool in the shed. I told y'all that. Let's do this. Let's go back to what we was doing. South. Okay. Pickup date is the 8th with 1 day on it. 1 day range. Trailer. Let's get our trailer situation here. At 250 per mile minimum here. Let's do that. Okay, 24 loads. Okay. Where were we at, family? Where were we at? We was looking at this Chicago, Jacksonville. Two stops, 53.69 a mile, 294 a mile, 298, excuse me, rate cents per mile. Going into the Pennsylvania area. So you gotta shoot over into Virginia, like Front Royal, then up north of Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, and then heading down to Jacksonville. So they've tied some loads together to make it more appealing to the carrier. They just packaged 2 loads together to make it more advertising. So this load, interesting. If you notice here, the line haul is 5,045.50. That is what Landstar is going to get 35% of. So you're going to get 35% of the $5,045.50, and you're going to keep all of the accessorial, the $329, excuse me, 323.52. So I'm going to give you. So if you want to look at a Landstar trip, let's do this. I'm going to show you what this pays. Okay, after Landstar gets there. So it's 5,045.50. Let's do that really fast here. 5,045.50 times 0.65. So you're going to take home $3,279.57. Okay, plus $323. I can't remember the exact amount. That's what you would make on that load. Okay, so it's $3,600 you would take home, minus fuel, of course. Okay, $3,600. All right, so let's look at that load. Okay, 3,600. How many days is this load? You pick this load up on the 8th, deliver it on the 15th. So I'm thinking the 15th, Monday is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. How many days is that? That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is 7 days on that load. That is not enough money, in my opinion, to run that load. 7 days at $3,600 that you're going to take home for that week, I would need a little more. Alrighty, so I just wanted to kind of spell that out to you guys to kind of see, how you could think through. Because what do you want to make a day? What is the amount that you want to make per day? Kind of, figure it out. What is your number that you need to make per day? Here's a Chicago to Johnsonville, South Carolina. A lot of loads being packaged together here. Here's another one, 3,200 and $73 line haul. They didn't break out the accessorials in this, so there's still fuel surcharge tied up in there as well. Picks up on the 8th, delivers on the 11th. That's not entirely too bad. It's got two stops again, but that is a lot better than the last one. Okay, it's doable. You got 10 loads to look for nearby. Um, so yeah, this is not bad. Chicago going to Fort Royal, Virginia is 1,800 on the line haul, $323 on the fuel surcharge, and then you got the other half of the load that is $942 line haul with a $207. So that's broken down for you. Um, there's two loads wrapped into one. They can break it apart if you want to just do half of that load. How Indiana? This is more likely, I want to say doors rather. These are doors coming out of Howell, Indiana, I believe. Going to Tampa, Florida, 3,200 at 269 per mile. 34,000 pounds. These might be doors. This is a direct shipper, so this is great. The rate is the rate. You go down there, it's two stops in Orange, Florida, and Davenport, Florida. It's not bad, of course. Once you get down there, you got to get out of there. So this is what you're looking at, and it delivers. How many days? You pick up on the 8th, deliver on the 11th. So that's the 8th. It's Monday, 9th, Thursday, deliver. You might be able to get your load out of there somewhere and get your weekend load that you can deliver on Monday. So you deliver on Thursday, reload, then get down the road. You try to get you something else to make that week, salvage that week, make it decent. Um, Austin, Illinois, going to Savannah, Georgia, 2871, two stops again. Here's Grand Rapids to Mobile, Alabama, 2,400 at 259 per mile, 40,000 pound load, 946 miles, one stop. So you got another stop in there. It's en route though. That's not bad. Picks up on the 9th, delivers on the 12th. So you deliver that Friday. Um, Again, this is Chicago going south. Um, Loads is looking at two. Here's one. Chicago at 323 a mile. Picks up on the 8th, delivers on the 10th. At 2124. It's just not a bad load. It's not a bad load at all. If I was ready to roll, I would take that load. It's 22,000 pound load, 660. Picks up on the 2 o'clock. Got an appointment. Delivers at 1 o'clock with a window. I will be sitting there on Tuesday night waiting for them to open on for Wednesday morning delivery. Period. And I'll get reloaded and I'll roll someplace else and make this happen. This is live load, live unload. Not bad, not bad load, not bad load at all. That's not a bad load at all. Culver, Indiana, going to Elizabethtown, Kentucky, 1900. That's not a bad load at all either. The only thing I don't like about it, there are the stops. There it is. There's the caveat. I was about to say I could deliver this overnight, but it's got multiple stops. This is more likely some type of door cabinet load. This is definitely a direct shipper. Oh no, it's just preloaded, but you're going to be on this load for multiple days. You want to deliver this load until Friday. So, yeah, the rate per mile is not bad. It's the amount of time. So if you were able to take this load and say, hey, I can deliver this stuff earlier, and a lot of times they'll take it early. If you can do that, then it's not a bad load. You don't want to be on this load for 3 days. You just don't. All right, here, Chicago to Locust Grove, Georgia, 1900. Picks up on the 8th, delivers on the 10th, 264 a mile. Okay, doable, doable, doable. Okay. All right, so we're looking at 250, 260, 3. There's some stuff. The caveat is, the issue is the multiple stops in the multiple days on these loads. That's it. That's the problem. Got to work through that, negotiate that. Say, hey, I could deliver this stuff earlier. See if that's a possibility. Let's look at Southwest. Texas, Oklahoma, those types of that area. Let's take a gander at that really quickly. Okay, here we go. No way, 2 loads, huh? There's something in my searches that I'm not doing. Let's move this. Let's take this off. Yep, 57 loads. Let's take that off of there. And again, it's early in the week. There's more stuff to pop up. More stuff to pop up. Here we got Whitestown, Indiana, going to Tolleson, Arizona. $1.74 a mile. I'm not even going to entertain that. Goodness gracious. I just hurt my soul, family. That hurt my soul. $1.74 a mile. Wow. Here's Kenosha, Wisconsin, to Grand Prairie, Texas. 3,000 line haul, 305 per mile. 987 miles, 32,000-pound load. Picks up on the 9th. Delivers on the 10th. I don't think that's a single driver. Not at all. No way. No. That's definitely a team run. It's a team run, I guess. It delivers late that night. You might be able to do that on a. It'd be a tight one, baby. It'd be a tight one. It would be a tight one. I'm always up for the challenge though, but that's a tight one. Yeah, that's a tight one. That's yeah, that's a tight one, family. Okay. Let's look here. What we got? What we got? Vicksburg, Michigan, going to Dexter, New Mexico. $1.79 per mile. Schoolcraft. Bedford Park, Illinois, going to Laredo. $1.82 per mile. Wow. Okay. Chicago going to Rosenberg, Texas. $2.16 per mile. 8,000-pound load. 8,800. Chicago, Illinois. 2,300 gross. One pick, one stop. Looking at yeah, this is one stop now. There's one stop in there. One stop in there. Okay. One stop in there. West Chicago going to New Mexico. $1.79 per mile. Rosendale, excuse me, Wisconsin. They're going to Dallas. 2,100, 208 per mile. Yeah, yeah, family. We're in the middle of a, I'm going to call it a dip that's going to rise back up because we're about to approach on into the summer. These numbers are going to go up. They're going to go up. They got to. They will. They will. Mark my words on that. They'll go up. Let's look at let's look at the Mid Atlantic. See what we got going out there, going out east. Don't go there much at all, if any. But let's just see what we got going on. The numbers are, from just glancing over, they're much better going east. These numbers are much better going east, family. Look at this. Slowly looking at it. Slowly looking. Slowly looking. Much better going east than as they are going southwest right now. Much better. Look at that. I'm just glancing through them, family. 275. I didn't even put a bottom number. They're a little better. Okay. A little better. Yeah, do some climbing, but the numbers are a little better. Pick up on Monday, deliver on Wednesday, pick up on Monday, deliver on Tuesday. You can do some damage with this. You can make some moves. You just got to deal with the East Coast. That's the downfall. That's the downfall. Um, the numbers getting a little ridiculous as we go further down. But let's take this look as well. Um, yeah, so this is why I did this. I wanted to look and see how many loads were nearby. You go out there, you're going to be able to find freight. There's a lot of freight coming out of the east. 139 loads near that particular destination in Pennsylvania. So I just wanted to show that. The south, okay. Southwest, questionable. East, booming. I find myself as of lately when I was stretching out a little bit more, and I will be again. I find myself leaving the Chicago area, going to the Carolinas. I was able to find decent freight, and then of course I was able to move from that area. So right now, East seems to be where the money is. It's interesting. East seems to be where a little bit more money is at. Obviously, the Midwest is going to be good. Let's take a look at the Midwest, and then we're going to wrap this baby up, family. We're going to wrap it up. Let's look at the Midwest really fast. Same day pickup, 147 loads. Midwest survey says, here we go. Chicago, Iowa, 270 mile, 4,000. 2 stops. Des Plaines, North Dakota. Just glance over, look at the numbers. 264, 328. Okay. So it's safe to say that the East and the Midwest is where you need to be planting your trucks. You need to get your tails into the Midwest. You need to get your tails into the East. Run loads out of the East. Go west. Out of the Midwest. Go East. Come back. That's where you need to be at. I know a lot of us are like me. Don't like to go East. I don't want to do New York. I don't want to do Connecticut. You don't got to go that far east. Pennsylvania, Virginia, uh, that area. You don't got to go that far. You don't got to go past New York. But that's where the freight seems to be. Either Janesville, Wisconsin to Seymour, Indiana. It's 316 per mile. It only pays 1,100, but you can pick up on Monday, deliver on Tuesday, and get reloaded right away. And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of freight to find. Look at that, 213 loads nearby. So I would plant my truck in the Midwest. I would plant my truck in this area and go east if I have to. Go southeast if I had to. Mid-Atlantic. Come back or bounce around the Midwest because there's plenty of freight. You can keep yourself going. Pick up on Monday, deliver Tuesday morning, get reloaded Tuesday afternoon, deliver Wednesday morning, get reloaded Wednesday afternoon, get reloaded. I mean, just the cycle. You're going to be tired. You're going to earn it, but you'll be with a decent amount of revenue in your pocket. And you might not burn as much fuel because you're in the flatlands and east. You might burn a little more fuel going going east because of the hills. But you make some revenue. You can gross 5, 6.5 for the week doing that. So, hey, this is what we do, family. We just look at it and dissect it and make sure it's something that makes sense to us, right?
There you have it. Trucking, baby, trucking. Week of May 8th. That's what we're looking at. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be more loads put on there. I think the load board was showing like 50,000 loads on the load board right now. That's a dip in numbers. But those numbers are going to creep back up. They are. It has to. Freight is going to move. Trust me. The numbers are going to dip back up. But you know where to put your trucks. Plant those trucks to the Midwest. Let's get it. Let's get at it. Hey, I appreciate you guys. You know it. As you notice, it's topsy turvy. This bus company is just, I love it. It is what we do. But trucking is in my heart, family. Trucking is in my heart. You know that. If you haven't already, go in the description below. Check out Trucker Path. Use the link below to download Trucker Path and give that app a try. I have had this app for a couple of years, and I've seen this app grow since its inception, from the GPS to now fuel discounts. I always use it to make sure and see if there's any parking available in said truck stops. And I also use it to check out the comments about certain places, particularly truck stops. Is there a lot of truck parking? Are the restaurants clean? Is the bathrooms clean? A lot of information there. It is a community-based trucker app that is in real time being updated by us, truckers. So if you haven't already, like I said, go in the description below, download that app. And if you decide to want to use and buy the packages like the diamond package and so forth, use the link that I have for a 10% discount on that. I'm excited about it. It's a great app. Like I said, I use it all the time. But look, family, I appreciate you all. Let's continue doing what we do. You know it. And we will do another video here shortly talking about the load board and everything else about trucking and barbecue and family and all that great stuff. You know how I do, family. You know how I do. It's trucking, baby. It's trucking, baby. It's trucking. Alrighty. Keep doing what you're doing so you can see what it does. I will see you all in the next video. Holla.